Guys, how you doing? As most of you all know, I left my family and home back October 15th to come down to Louisiana to see what I could accomplish. Things down here haven't been nearly what you've seen on TV. When I first got here, truly just felt like I walked into a war zone, which I don't even know what a war zone felt like, but I was scared. I've seen things that will be etched in my mind forever. Over the last month, actually let me say, it says again, over the last 4 months, 3.5 months I've been here, I've worked under companies such as Philip and Jordan, Army Corps Engineers, Omni Pinnacle, WCI, and all I can say about the work I've done here, I'm very proud of the work I've done here. We focused mainly on doing a good job on the work that we were told to do, which was cleaning up streets. I cleaned up a lot of ground throughout New Orleans East, and really wasn't my main goal to go to New Orleans East, but things were so tight down here and so closed off. My initial goal was to come down and work in a fishing community, which really wasn't possible for somebody like me coming down in here. So I ended up in New Orleans for months. I lived in my pickup truck down here for a good solid 9 weeks, and everything I've done I feel very proud of. I feel that I did a very satisfying job for the people, and hopefully made some streets happier for some people to come back to. But this area down here where we're at is where I really wanted to be coming down here, which is Boothville, Port Sulphur, Venice, Louisiana. It's the home of some incredible fishing. Something in my life that I've never had the opportunity to come down to a place like this to fish. Just over the last few years of my life, I was fortunate enough to really get involved with fishing the way I want to be involved. And this area down here, this is hardcore fishing. Commercial, red fishing, you name it, it's here. It's a way of life. You know, where I'm from, fishing is part of life, but it's not all of our way of life. You know, I take it as a sport. You know, Wahoo in the box. You know, he's a commercial guy, he's a sport guy, and he's a friend. And this here is so much different than what I've ever experienced in life. They live on the fish. They live on the fish down here. It's you know, it's one thing down here that nobody ever complained about was food, because the food's all around them. Shrimp, flounder, garfish, the crabbing. Man, let me tell you, the crabs, I would absolutely drool for at home, but to them down here, that's just food. It's not a market for them. But over the last 2 weeks, y'all know I had made it down in here, and I had shot 100 and some pictures to try to let people understand what is going on down here. Because when I came down Route 23, I cried. I mean, to see what you saw, and to not just see houses, but them boats. I mean, people, you drive through here, it's not one boat, it's not 10 boats, it's not 50 boats, it's every boat. Every boat. Well, when you put it all together, that's the life down here, the boats and the houses that are around you. If you go and talk to people around here, they're vibrant, they're excited, they smile, the children, they're home. I met some families that are from Texas, not from Texas, but were moved from here to Texas. And coming home to the living conditions was the best thing for them, because their children were so out of place in other areas. They found that just coming back and surviving on their land was a better antidote for their children to be happy. I've worked this project. Army Corps of Engineers, FEMA, ECC, Fulton, Jordan. I mean, I have nothing I want to say bad towards companies, but look, folks, if you could understand what's going on here, I don't want to get into the political part of it, but I'm a guy that has a background in construction and a background. This project is milked so much. I mean, there are thousands of FEMA trailers sitting, and I understand our government has to follow so much code and guideline books of OSHA requirements and all this crap. These people are living in sheds. They're not. Their pride is keeping them here, and you can't blame them. How can you worry about a light pole and worry about this and that when they're living in tents, when there's FEMA trailers? If you just drop the goddamn FEMA trailer on the side of the road, they could move it into their property and run it on the same damn generators that are powering electricity in the tents, which is the most biggest fire hazard you could ever imagine. Living in a tent with all your clothing. Found me down here with 3 kids, a mother and a father, in an aluminum shed. That's a fire hazard. That's a health hazard. You know, there's no facilities, but you sit on these trailers. You know, why can't we as a country, and I know everybody can turn around and tell me, well, this is the way it has to be done, and this is the, you know what? No. If everybody would just say, if you let the contractors that are in this area just do what they're good at, and that's run their equipment, come through here and just pick this debris up, make it safe for kids to run around. I mean, that's what these contractors are good at.